Are we live?
Oh shit!
No, it doesn't say live.
No,
This shit got 2 fucking buttons, yo. There's some dumbass shit here.
All right, go ahead. Let's start off.
Well, okay.
Yeah, let's start off.
Straight now?
Yeah, we straight.
Yeah, we straight now.
One more time.
This is the Spiked Punch
Edit that shit
Podcast. Begin.
Yeah. What up? What up? What up? These motherfuckers get it right the second time. If you give them 2 chances at it, they'll get it right, goddammit.
No doubt.
That's right the first time.
We did have one
This
first.
time, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, Rose, we did.
Man,
You announced it correctly. We can work together, nigga.
yeah, man. Welcome to Spike Punch Podcast, the best goddamn podcast in the city.
No doubt.
Thank y'all for joining us again. Sorry we had some technical difficulties. We're a little bit late, but we got some special circumstances going on tonight.
No doubt.
We got friend of the show. We ain't seen this motherfucker in a while. You want to introduce him, right?
Yes. No, charged up in the building.
In the motherfucking building.
Quick story. I met Noah O. First time it was at a convention, music convention. He rode down there with Duck, good old Duck, you know what I'm saying, with DRT. Divine Sons, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
You was with Doja, right?
Yeah, I was with Joe, no doubt. RP, you know, so. No, I was about 13 years old. You know what I mean, right? Am I 14?
Somewhere up in there.
Yeah, so you know. It's crazy how you were that young and what you about to do now, it's like a 360, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talking about the Charged Up Festival. May 30th to June 2nd. I don't know why I keep saying March. Like,
I don't either.
yeah, like
May already.
Next week.
Yeah. May 30th, June 2nd. You know what I mean? My first question though, Noah, for real. What made you want to do a festival? Like, what made you want to do a festival?
'Cause I'm crazy. Nah, for real, we've done, Charged Up, we've done single day events. Earlier this year, we did 2 events in 2 days at the store. So it was really just thinking of how we could just execute and do something on a higher level. So we just started thinking of all the other people in the city that's making moves that we have relationships with. So it's really not as hard as it seems. There's a lot of work though, but
Yeah.
I don't think it
would
really
think
hit
so.
me.
Yeah,
yet,
the way
know
you
what I mean?
came in today, Sean, I was like, yeah, this motherfucker working.
Nah, it's work, but yeah, just wanted to do something special for Richmond, bro. Just try to bring a lot of attention, with the relationships we built and just everything I got going on. But just started thinking how we could do something even bigger. You know what I mean?
Now you're an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You always perform. You probably the only artist that I know of that will leave the city and go to other states and perform, and they know your name outside of Richmond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that true to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the acts you got coming, was that all built on relationships?
Yeah, the majority of them, last year I went to Houston. I was able to go to Trade Day, which I was invited to go to Trade Day. That's Trade the Truth, 4-day weekend he has in Houston. So we got a mutual friend in Virginia. So that was like a really organic thing, how that took place. Styley, we actually brought Styley here 10 years ago.
Broadberry.
Yeah, to the Broadberry.
Yep.
So, we just started thinking about people we already had some kind of connections with and how we could bring them all at the same time. Like even the acts we got coming from New York, like I go to New York a lot.
Yeah.
I got a lot of relationships up there. So we've already brought some of them people here individually.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, all of that is relationships we've been building over the years. Like even the platforms that's coming, the different media platforms is some of those platforms I've already been on, like in Atlanta or New York. But I told them I wanted to come here so that they could see what it's like here. So
that's you bringing all this stuff together.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of events gonna be going on for this weekend? And what day do it start?
Starts next Thursday, May 30th. It starts off with a bike ride. Y'all got bikes?
The pedal bike?
Yeah, bicycle.
Yeah, I got
You talking about the Broad Street Bullies?
Yeah. So we link with the Broad Street Bullies. We're doing like an hour-long bike ride. That's the first event. After that, we're doing a party with the Wax Build-Up. That's Hip Hop Henry, DJ Mentos. They have like a crew of DJs. They throw like an all-vinyl dance party.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, only vinyl, so it'd be like funk, R&B, old hip hop. It's just like a real cool vibe, especially for people that's into like DJ, you know, that really like the art of DJing. So we're doing that on Thursday. Then Friday, I'm gonna throw the first pitch at the Squirrels game. After that, we having a show at the Hofheimer. After that, we doing a party with DJ Ray Vaughn. It's a 2000 party at the Ember.
What's it called?
200.
200, yes.
Yeah, so.
So that's a part of the Charles Stuff Fest.
Yeah, we're doing like a collab
dope.
edition.
That's
yeah.
dope. Okay.
Then Saturday, 10 a.m. we're dropping like our new clothes at the store for the festival. After that is a block party from 12 to 5.
And that's free to the public?
That's free.
Okay.
The block party is free. After that, we're doing a panel discussion at the Black History Museum with like different people from the music and fashion industry. We'll be at the Black History Museum from 5 to 8. Then after that, we're at the RVA Boombox for a producers event. We're bringing Bink here, Large Professor, as well as some other artists from different states.
Bink, you know,
Bink.
the dude that made Jones for Jay-Z. Who else he did?
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
Sure, a lot of, man, he did
A. Marie, right? He did A. Marie.
I think so. But one of the most like favorite Jones I like is Devil in the New Dress.
Okay, yeah.
For Kanye.
Yeah.
That's like a classic.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So
Bink made lights, camera, action too.
for Mr. Chicks?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
At the beginning it said Bink Dog.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, he sure did. That's
Then
crazy.
Sunday, last event, 2 events is a basketball game, like with different artists and different people from the community playing. I made up a team, the RVA Boombox, put together a team.
I'm on RVA Boombox team.
You playing?
Yeah, she
God, I'm
playing.
ready to go put that 420 out there,
So she
bitch.
gonna drop 50 on her.
So you come back with a fucking ankle brace on.
Right.
You be careful out there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, you
You know,
definitely
you
be careful.
inclined to accidents.
We don't see you in too many different braces.
Hey,
That's for different reasons.
Shoot Jay.
There's a
Be
new
careful.
one.
You
Try
shoot
all the
Jays.
reasons.
Right, yeah.
she might
You shoot
get a
jumpers.
secret weapon. You can
try
ball.
that.
They say you can ball.
Yeah, I'm not
Chase
gonna
no
move too much.
rebounds,
I'm not
don't
gonna
do
move
no
around too
crazy
much, but yeah.
Jump and dribble.
You might win the MVP trophy. We made an MVP trophy too.
Oh wow.
They got like a
Yo.
little statue of Kobe at the top.
Oh, all right, that's
All right, and the last event,
Is the grand finale concert at the Broadberry. So
That's
that's gonna be
dope.
like the biggest show of the whole weekend. So
now a festival of this magnitude playing what 7 months, 8 months, a year, what?
we probably started in the fall. I started getting like the venues in the fall.
Okay,
Started making the calls, just making sure we had the dates already locked in.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who idea was this side of the festival?
Shoot, I guess mine. Yeah.
Well, you
it was-
saying, like, it was like you just came up with it. Like,
Man,
I'm
nah,
doing a festival.
you know-
y'all was talking about, is this something,
All right,
is
so-
this something you always wanted to do? Or,
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, what made it is something I always wanted to do, like especially looking at like you know, there's major artists, right?
Yeah.
You got people like Drake has done OVO Fest, Conway the Machine
Right.
has a thing called Drumwork Fest.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I might not be on a major label, my bag might not be this long, but like what can I do with the relationships I've built?
Right,
So I feel like even what we planned so far, like in the magnitude of people like I've been in conversations with, for us to be at the level we at, we've been like so far I've been able to put together something I don't even think that I thought would take place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the idea, and then you said about this media
Yeah.
thing and the
Yeah.
vinyl thing and the
Yeah,
producer
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got Mike Street on the media panel, right?
Yeah, he's on the. Yeah, Mike Street is on there. Lily Chanel. We have June Jones from Atlantic Records. We got Kasim Peterson. He works for Dream Chasers.
Is that your people?
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, Kasim has worked at Rock Nation,
Rock
Maybach.
Nation, Maybach. He was a
He's done a
DJ
lot.
for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I met him when he was a DJ. And
DJ Speak Easy.
yeah,
So this is Charged Up Festival, aka the Relationship Festival, because it seemed like
It is,
this joint was put together based off relationships.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a hell of a networking event.
Yes. Now,
okay. What really made me do it for real was all right. So the last few years, I've been a part of like some bigger shows where I've opened for bigger artists. So like me doing them shows, like I just started to think like, man, if me and the people around us just put our money together, what could we do, right?
Word.
And that's really what it was.
Okay.
After I did one bigger show a while back, I sat everybody down and just started throwing it out there. Like, what if we all put up our money? What could we do?
Right.
And then, fortunately, I'm surrounded by some thorough people, and they don't never tell me my ideas sound crazy. So shout out to everybody who be around me, because for real, like, you can have friends that'll be like, man, get out of here. I'm not, good luck. You got my support and pat you on the back.
That means you hang around the right people, bro.
They down to take the L with me if I take the L. So.
But you also, I don't think you really had anything to worry about with this, because it was a well thought out idea.
Yes.
So you were doing it for the right reasons. You got in contact with the right people. Like, it won't a pipe dream. It won't nothing. You just randomly was like, fuck it, I might try to do this. Like, you actually put some thought and work into it.
And they all say yes.
Yeah. So that support on that.
Not all, because there's a lot of people I reached out to, and that's not. We reached out to a lot of people.
Oh, wow.
And I get it. Like, for some people, it was like scheduling. It ain't line up. And it was some notable people, like they was down, but some people was like scheduled, some was like money, where we didn't have enough to bring out these people, but
and doing it for the first time, it's some people that want to see it happen first before they jump.
True, I get that.
But
all right, so would this be, you gonna do this again next year?
Yeah.
I mean, you really have a choice. This is an annual thing now.
You got to.
We are. It's just a learning experience, but we are.
Yeah, what I was gonna ask was like, how important do you want it to be to the city?
I want it to be like, for real, like once we started doing it, we started catching the attention of like some of these bigger, I don't know what you call them, but groups that put together a lot of stuff in the city, right? Mm-hmm. Some like people that put together big festivals, and they're all watching. They're watching what we're doing. So it's like, I know it's pretty ambitious, for us to even try to take something like this on, and then without having a lot of help. So, we wanted to. We for real, like some of them reached out to us and like, we salute you for doing this because you're filling a void, especially like in the area it's in, and the time period it's in, the time of year it is, there wasn't really something else that interfered with it. Right. So it's like, these are things we didn't know at the time, and then sometimes like just being ignorant sometimes can work in your benefit because you don't overthink stuff. Like if we would have known how much work, we probably would have never started. But I didn't even take none of that into consideration. Like, is there going to be something else going on that's going to interfere with it? Right. At first, we were going to do a Memorial Day weekend. But
I remember that.
Yeah, we moved it to the following just because we knew like people might be out of town. People have kids. They might, different things, seeing family. So we're like, nah, let's put it on a weekend when nothing else is really going on. But yeah, we wanted to be something that people here could look forward to. You know, like you do have 2 Street. And different, like you have like the folk festival, but I feel like this is an event that's being pushed by hip hop culture. You know what I mean? Right. So we've seen some of these other things, but they may be from a different generation or different groups that maybe is being, have a different outlook. So this is like, for me, it mean a lot that it goes well and it goes right to really prove that we could do something like this and do it on a scale like this.
And shout out to the billboards you got out in the neighborhood.
I want to ask you this too. You say you got like a lot of.
Get that mic in front of you.
You got a lot of acts. Do you have like a lot of Richmond acts?
Yeah, definitely. We have probably majority is from this area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think a chance to hear like a
like we probably
hear Richmond.
Yeah. We got like not only like. And we got different sounds, right? Like at our show, the headline joint, we got young lady that's an artist from here that has a buzz named Nady. Nady's on there. F&F Chop, G Sambo. We got J Roddy Rod, Big Sty.
Kiddo.
Nah, Kiddo ain't on this joint. Okay. But shout out to Kiddo. Who else? I mean, it's so many people.
Big
like
No.
Different sound. Big No.
Big No. Shout out to No.
It's all different sounds of rap too that represent Richmond. So some of them is like, might be boom bap. Like we have the AGM, that's radio.
Yeah.
Nicholas
that's
Mike Williams.
That's the beautiful shit of it, though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I like the different sounds, different styles.
Yeah.
Just that, you know, our artists from Richmond, we talked about this so long. Like, you know, just want people to hear us. You know what I'm saying? Hear what Richmond sound like. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what style of hip hop you into. Just want them to hear us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like some of these artists, they represent like different sides of town. And they are authentically Richmond, you know what I mean? And that means a lot too, especially like we got a big platform from New York City coming and a big platform, probably one of the biggest platforms in the South, High of Life is coming from Atlanta. So like to them, have them come here and get to experience Richmond up close, you know, Virginia is like, this is probably the biggest thing that's ever taken place with all different, you know, artists from this area, you know, and gonna be in front of different media platforms.
No doubt.
Do you think the outcome of this festival will determine if you do it again?
Nah, I was just joking earlier. Like, we're gonna do it regardless. I think it's just certain things I've learned. Cause I really, you know, when you were asking me what led us to do this, like a few years ago, at the Camel, they used to do these informational events where like they would have different artists, I mean not different artists, different people that had knowledge of different things around music, and it would be a free event.
Yeah.
But when I noticed they had it, it was like, you know, it may be people that's in the rock and different genres, and I feel like I was just shocked that they had that. I'm like, man, y'all really get up, have people give each other information, like booking agents, telling people what they need to do to like maneuver, like this how you do this how you go get merch done, like just giving information. And I was like, man, so I approached them, this is like 2019, I approached them and I was like, I want to do something like this, but I want to have people that speak to the crowd that I'm around, like hip hop, these people need this information. So they agreed, but then we had the pandemic come, so then I just had to put the idea to the side. So that's like a big reason why I'm doing it too, is like, it's not just about performing, you know what I mean? I want artists to understand that, like, it's about the other stuff. And that's why the panel is so important to me, where it's gonna have people who are from this area tell how they got in the positions they're in. Like, you know, everybody wants to be an artist, but it's like, you got somebody from Southside Richmond who's worked with some of the top labels, and people here might not even know his name.
Exactly.
And it's like, bro, you don't know this man is from, you know, Southside, and he's next to Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Right.
But because he's not an artist, you know, everybody wants to be the artist, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like there's so many other ways that you could.
We gotta get a better understanding of it,
Yeah. Like you know, y'all started rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But y'all done a lot of other things.
Gotta
and
learn
that's
all
what
the
I want
other
to show
stuff.
people. It's like, look, it may be our love for like the rap part of it is how we first stepped into it, but it's the other things that kept us in this culture. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt. May 30th, June 2nd.
Yes, sir.
Don't call no old phone, goddammit.
I don't even have a phone. I don't have no phone.
Don't call his phone, because he gonna cuss you out, bro. I'll make sure, look, media pass. I need that media. That's hard. Look,
Exactly.
I ain't fucking with you after that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna do nothing, because I know you gonna be running around. Like, you know, everybody gonna ask you dumbass questions. You know what I'm saying? Yo, read the joke, bro. The instructions right there, nigga. What the fuck, bro? You know what I mean? That's gonna be a task for you, bro.
It's
Prepare
already
yourself.
been.
I need to look. Still with the charged up energy drink right there. Yeah, you need a whole bunch of them joints. You know what I'm saying? For real. Right. So you wanna join us in these conversations?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Here.
Yeah, it's about to get into some fuckery, yo.
Yeah.
What's the topic?
Well, the next thing I couldn't figure out which one to go with first, but fuck it, so this one fresh as a motherfucker. Yeah, let's do Cam, yo.
All right.
The Cam CNN interview. And I guess too, Noah, part of this shit, yo, once you really get into it, right, it's the business of this shit, right?
You talking about with Cam?
Yeah, so motherfuckers is looking at it like, and I'll set it up shorter. Motherfuckers is looking at it like, well, Cam went on there and made a fool out of black people.
What? It's so. I
There's
forgot
a lot
who it was.
I heard quite a few people said that.
Lots of people said
Yeah,
that.
but there were a lot of people that are also like Cam went up there and acted like Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
as he
said.
do. I watched
Like
it.
y'all,
I
that's who y'all
ain't
do.
finna worry about it. That's Cam. That's the Cam I know.
I didn't see the whole interview, but I saw the clip.
Somebody was saying, like, he knew exactly why he was going to be on CNN. They told him, look, we're going to ask you questions about Diddy.
He said he
They
did.
knew that.
No, they said,
Did
that's what they said.
Diddy?
Yeah,
Did he know that?
They
No,
say-
not
they-
necessarily.
No, they said, well, that's the people that's mad at him.
Yeah.
They said,
Oh,
you
okay.
knew.
You knew.
Who said
what
that?
They called
Who
you.
said that?
It was a bunch of niggas.
They said that to Chris Brown too.
Right, exactly.
And then went and asked him
Cam
some
said-
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Cam said that one was true.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Yeah.
I
So,
did
and
see
it,
that.
Yeah.
is it his responsibility to ask? Like, what kind of question y'all gonna ask me?
Not necessarily. Yeah,
Well,
you could.
kinda.
His
It may not be
team-
his
team,
responsibility,
right,
but
his
somebody
team
on
could
his
do it.
team.
Yeah,
Okay.
his team
Somebody in
yeah.
his camp was supposed to.
All right.
And
Yeah.
normally somebody on your camp either knows what they're gonna ask you, or they have a list of they can answer whatever questions, but you can't ask them about this.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And the thing is too, you got to be smart because first of all, CNN when Cam got mic'd up and y'all saw him, y'all knew what y'all was in for.
With the shades.
Yeah, with the
Right,
shades.
yeah, the shades.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
He got
He
the drink, he chilling like y'all knew.
he was in a different zone. He was like, you don't talking to Cam, you talking to Killer Cam.
He was
Sorry, I
Cam.
watched that joke about 100 times,
That
man.
wasn't
Every
drink. That
time.
was horsepower. That wasn't
Yeah, that
drink.
horsepower, yeah, that was great promotion.
All right.
Man,
All right. So.
great promotion.
So, was his reaction to the questions that he was asked, were they
Well,
satisfactory
well,
to the culture?
I watched the whole interview.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, he pretty much laid it down. Like, I mean, he won't even rude.
Yeah.
She was asking him about the Diddy Cassie situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't stand on that type shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's that thing or whatever. Then they asked him,
Have you ever seen him do stuff like that?
yeah,
Or just like on some bullshit?
It was
he was like,
trying to bait him with
yeah,
questions.
Well, it ain't bait. It's a.
No, it was fair.
Yeah, it's a reporter.
I'm gonna say the bait came when she kept bringing up Mace. Like, why did he introduce you to
Well,
Mace?
we're going to get the mates, but what I'm saying is, because I just want to point it out, and Foom, you can continue, but the reporter got a job to do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was mad at the reporter.
And if
Yeah,
you
it's-
show up and you
yeah.
close to the camp, they're going to ask you these
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All right,
And
but
then
go ahead,
even
Foom.
But she just asked him, she asked him something else about Diddy, and he said, look, man, he said, I don't know much about dude, my boy, Mace.
Yeah.
He know about Diddy. If y'all want to know a little more, y'all can tap into Is What It Is.
Yeah.
Come on at 8 o'clock.
On
He
Fridays.
might can tell you a little bit more about Diddy.
Yeah.
Great promotion.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
The business
So,
of it.
yeah, so he was like, I was inside a bad boy.
Right.
Mace was.
Yeah.
So I don't follow dude moves like that.
Yeah.
So I felt like after that, it pretty much should have been. I
Left
mean, you
alone.
know.
So what you got going on?
Yeah,
what's
right.
that?
Yeah.
What's that
Right.
horsepower?
Yeah,
he's on?
yeah. What you got going
Yeah,
on?
Well, one
exactly.
thing though, you could also kind of see on her face that whoever was in her ear won't accept his answer.
Right.
No. Yeah.
So you could tell by her face, they're pushing her. They were like, well, and she's like, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
got to
what-
keep asking. All right, so let me ask you, because this was another thing that was put out, and I guess, Brittany, you kind of alluding to it too when you say baiting, right? So Cam got a job to do, and the pundit got a job to do, right? And my biggest question was, why didn't you just call Mace? He's sitting right beside the nigga.
Right.
Any day of the week, he worked with Puffy
Yeah, it was
closely.
it's easy way to get on Cam. It was easy to get
And Mace
into a
will
mix.
talk.
Right, but here go the
Is Mace
bait.
able to right now though with all this shit going on?
He ain't got no. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
ain't got
niggas
no-
staring
that
clear of
nigga
this
ain't
shit.
signed that shit.
No, he not.
Nah, Mace
Mace
been
gonna be
talking.
on 50 John that he doing on
Yeah,
Netflix.
he been talking.
Yeah,
So this the thing
Can't wait
too
to see
though.
that either.
yeah.
And as I was doing my research and I was watching people speak on it, right?
Yeah.
Watching people speak on it, and they like, yeah, they got a black lady and a black dude, and they trying to tear Puffy down. Puffy get what he get for the fucking record, and we'll get to that eventually, right?
Okay.
But this is the thing. It's not that these people didn't do their homework. They saw the Bill O'Reilly interview with him and fucking
Dame
Dame,
Dash,
yo.
yeah.
Where the numbers at? That's why I would call Cam before I would call Mace.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you just want the ratings.
Yeah, it's all numbers, eyes on TVs, eyes on commercials, right? That's fair, Noah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they know. I mean, it's, at the end of the day, even if he don't answer, but he creates a moment like right now, we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
That's more people sharing the clips of the show.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's still drawing attention to it.
It definitely is.
I mean, great promotion.
Yeah, it's still promoting everybody regardless.
Yeah, I mean, and with that being said, I don't know how they could be disappointed with Cam.
No, they're not. I accepted his answers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Beast? I accepted his answers, like, you know, when she was asking the questions, he was like polite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was pretty polite.
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, so
In the beginning, he was.
yeah, so. And then, you know, I'm going to get some cheeks after this shit. That
was classic.
Ill shit.
That was classic.
That was because they won't wrap it up. Like, at that point, he's giving you plenty of chances to wrap this up, go on to something different, let his interview be over.
But he had the horsepower. He had the horsepower. Now, he had, before he drunk it, he had it showing like this. Then he drunk this shit. He said, yeah, I'm going to get some cheeks after this.
All right, so let me
This
do
motherfucking funny shit.
So let me do this to go along with that, yo. Business of it, right, Noah? You there, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He created a moment.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even more of the business of it, right? I was watching Stephen A. talk about this shit too, right? And that's why it's good to have a nigga in the room, because he understand how it's received, how mainstream television presents shit, so on and so forth, right? And the truth of the matter is, he said some real shit about Cam. Cam know his crowd and audience, so he don't have to fake when he go on the shit. Like, I'm not trying to be in every room and sell shit. Listen to all the niggas out there that say Cam made us look stupid.
Right.
Cam is doing very well. Cam know his audience. Cam is obviously a smart guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the only reason we saw it is because this happened.
Yeah.
Other than that, won't nobody watching that shit.
And Cam is like, for what he represents, he's not going to be on record speaking on somebody else's business.
No.
Yeah, he never been
You
that
feel
dude.
me? So it's like, he played it perfectly. Like, as far as I'm concerned, he's like, bro, why are we talking? You want to talk about horsepower, or it is what it
It
is?
is what it is, yeah.
We're not talking about
And that would be my
that.
question too. Like,
Yeah,
Kim, you got booked by CNN. Why did you think you were there? Because when has they ever tried to talk to you before?
Yeah, Cam.
That's why the guy was like, see,
He already knew why
you
he was
knew
there.
why they was coming. He said, you went on there and you said, I'm gonna fuck this interview up.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said, them people CNN, I'm so professional. We're calling you on here so we can talk about Diddy. Do you want to be on CNN? He said they don't just say, come on, we want to talk to you. He said they give you all the.
I think both of them.
So because they invited him on there, he obligated to change it how he act usually.
No, nobody said
I
that.
said-
But don't go there and act like you don't know why you there. That's what he was saying.
I tend to think it's.
He didn't technically act like he addressed the stuff.
He addressed the one question,
He
the
addressed
second
it.
question.
Yeah, he addressed a few questions.
Basically
Then he said he
don't
don't want to talk about that, man.
it.
Yeah.
I don't see no issue with that.
I
No,
tend
ain't
to
no issue. It ain't no issue what he did.
I tend to think it's bullshit on
That's what
both
I'm saying,
sides
I think he acted for
when you
it.
hearing a story come out of camp. Everybody telling the story favorable to them. I don't know who lied, who ain't lied.
That's true.
Cam, even if they call you, you know they gonna ask you. You ain't new to this shit. Even if they didn't tell you, you fucking know. And then CNN, you knew what you was gonna get when y'all brought this nigga on this motherfucker.
Was it live?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that you know,
Hey, he took opportunities to promote his shit. I ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at him either.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yes.
He answered the questions.
I didn't know what the fuck horsepower was to that interview, Shannon. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I knew it was. I'd be watching our podcast.
Yeah,
but he took a chance to promote his shit.
Yeah.
Want to get some cheeks after this? Classic.
Yeah, shout out to Cam,
Who was
man.
saying that
I
shit
ain't
like
mad
the
at
next 3
motherfucker.
months?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm saying, I'm going to get some cheeks after this shit.
Next.
All right, let me pay some motherfucking bills.
Oh, God.
That was classic.
Visit the Spiked Punch store. Quality, garments, style. Shop online at the link below.
The Spiked Punch podcast is sponsored by our friends at designonline.net, Bloodlines Apparel, and Spin 100 Radio. Now, back to the show.
What you say, Lala?
You heard her, nigga.
No, I didn't, nigga. I'm paying attention. Man, fuck both of y'all.
All right, let's go with it.
Right, man. So, the Cam interview.
We just did a Cam interview.
I know. But I'm talking about where the Cam interview was built on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Alright, so everybody knows at this point in time, shorty, that the motherfucking Diddy fucking tape came out of him assaulting Cassie in an egregious manner. And I want to start this. I want to start at the beginning, yo. A lot of motherfuckers came out and said motherfuckers was in defense of Puffy at the beginning of all this. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. And my particular thing with it is, yo, and I don't know whether they were speaking to us or not, yo, but I know my motherfucking stance on this type of shit, yo. To me, in these situations, till I see some fucking evidence, yo, everybody got an ulterior motive, yo. I'm not quick to pass judgment on anyone. Women lie, men lie. I was never under the impression that Puffy was a nice guy, ever, just from his peers and the conversations that's had in public about him prior to this fucking incident, yo. It's one thing if they was in a fight. I even stand on that. Everybody got their fucking right to protect themselves. Right. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, right? Yep. But this fucking tape, Shawty. Well, if you needed some evidence, there it is.
Well, see, I do agree with the evidence, but for me with Diddy's situation, the only reason why I kind of believed it already ahead of time is because that settlement. He settled that shit in a day.
Yeah, I don't believe that is a thing.
I didn't either.
I feel like
I don't believe that means nothing.
Yeah,
that don't mean nothing.
I'll tell you why though.
I ain't giving nobody
I know you didn't,
I didn't say it always means something, but for him, it just something like bells went off for him. I was like, what the hell?
To me, it was just she won't gonna put up, like, that's not what she did it for. Like, she didn't do it for the money and nothing like that. Like,
I'll say this to Rock, who says, man, that's exactly what it means. Do you remember the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp fucking trial?
Yeah. Yes.
How long was that on TV for?
For some shit. But I didn't.
Was Johnny Depp?
He paid her money.
No, follow me, nigga. Was Johnny Depp right at the end of the day?
Yes.
Yeah. So, how much money you think Johnny Depp spent fighting for his rightness in public?
Paying his lawyer.
Yeah, how much you think?
Well, her ass for the
but that's not my question.
No, my thing was, in that case, there was part of it that he did lose.
Yeah, but
it wasn't the whole thing, but like 3 out of 4.
I'm getting to a point though.
Okay.
So, Johnny Depp, we know he spent a ton of money. You got a ton of money, so you're going to hire the best particular lawyer. Yeah. So, motherfucker said, well, I'm going to fight this shit because I'm fucking right. So, you could be on TV every fucking day for fucking who knows what amount of time, right? Mm-hmm. With all of your dirty laundry for everybody to fucking see. Or you could pay the $2 million and bet on people's short memory. That's a situation where you just pay the fucking money.
All right. Kevin Hart was blackmailed for cheating on his wife, and the dude said he wanted some money. Mm-hmm. What did Kevin Hart do say?
Go ahead,
Nick.
Yeah,
well, that's not in a court of law, neither.
I mean, but I'm saying, though, it's destroying his character, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Reputation.
All right, so...
Because you cheated on your wife?
Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah.
The only person you got to answer to is your wife.
I mean, in the public opinion.
I don't got an opinion about him cheating on his wife.
A lot of people do though.
Yeah.
Everybody don't look at it like
a lot of people did and still do.
So is that career ending?
No,
that you cheated on your wife?
No. Well, I mean, I think you're making a point though.
No, I get the point.
Yeah.
I think a difference between that one too was that dude was his boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was definitely some extra shit that won't in there that he knew that nigga had.
I would have told that nigga tell too, because I already told my wife.
Look, and another thing.
I be to the point.
Do you know people are
his wife found out
hold on. Go ahead, Rob.
You know people are still mad at Alicia Keys because of Swiss Beats wife?
Yeah. And
still mad at her.
And they still parading her across the stage. She's still working.
Yeah, but they still mad at her though.
Yeah.
So the Johnny Depp thing, shitting on the sheets, the toxic fighting, the fucking horrible situation. Hold on, Rob. Horrible situation with your right. Every fucking day on TV. You think he recovered at the same clip as Alicia Keys?
I don't think
Johnny Depp.
I don't think Johnny Depp took an L when he won.
Everybody ended up being on his side. Yeah. Like, even women were on his side.
But corporate don't care about the side. Corporate care about your shitty sheets.
I understand what he's saying. He's saying why go through years in a trial spending the money on TV every day when you
just to say you right.
Just pay the bitch the money and keep it moving.
Let me tell you something.
And be better.
when Diddy paid Cassie that money, 24 hours.
I would agree with y'all on any other occasion.
No.
I would say that.
But also,
in this situation.
I ain't even saying I say I understand what P's saying.
Yeah,
Two things can be true.
Yeah, it's just two scenarios.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but with the Diddy shit,
Yes.
I felt the same way. I was like, it's something to that shit.
Something to it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it
because
was.
we all heard that he a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah.
and settling ain't always an option. So
Yeah.
just because you offer a settlement don't mean the other person gonna take it.
Yeah, because my thing about it is, like what with the Michael Jackson shit, and
it must have been a hefty amount because it was undisclosed.
Like that don't. I mean,
No, he paid. It had to. I guarantee you.
It won't $3 million. I'll tell you that much.
We'll never. $3 million is a lot of fucking money.
It is a lot of money, but
Goddamn it, y'all niggas talk like getting $3 million outside in the car.
No, I ain't saying that.
I'm saying for Diddy.
I'm saying for the people we talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll give you $3 million.
I heard it was more than that though.
Huh?
I read it was more than that, but
That's what I said. I know he gave her half the amount.
The thing is, how would you know if it's behind an NDA? I mean, nobody can talk about.
I don't think that matters sometimes.
That shit matter, nigga.
I'm just saying.
Dwight Howard got his kids. That shit behind an NDA. That nigga Dwayne Wade got his kids. That shit's behind an NDA. Shawnee O'Neal, her fucking show. That shit got an NDA. These motherfuckers don't talk after that fucking NDA.
yeah. Only time only time the NDA don't matter is the feds get into it.
Yeah, if it's a crime, then the NDA don't fucking matter.
That's what I was saying reading about the Cassidy jump. If they ask her to testify, the NDA ain't gonna matter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it's a crime, you ain't no way around
let me
that
ask you a question. When you first heard all this stuff, did you believe Cassie?
I mean, I believe something happened.
Something happened.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I don't, like, I ain't know the full extent, but it's just a crazy situation. But something happened. Somebody got paid. So
yeah. So
now, I mean, that's the tricky part. I think, from seeing this situation play out. A settlement was reached. You ain't supposed to hear about it, and now we seeing footage. So it's like, I know I'd be mad. God dang.
I paid it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it still got out. But two quick things to go along with that, Noah. That's actually the next fucking point.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. So
where the money go?
Just to run it down a little bit in my research, because I'm wondering why the fuck the hotel ain't complicit.
That's what
You didn't report a crime.
You didn't report a crime.
You didn't report a crime, and you took a payment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But even past that shit don't matter, because in California you got 5 years, and that's pretty extensive on an assault case. The 5 years is one of the longer. What the fuck they call that shit? Statute of limitations in the country. It's 5 years, so you can't do nothing about that. You can't sue the hotel. But when people was running it down, they was like, well, if Cassie can't leak it, and Puffy wouldn't fucking leak it, niggas like, the feds probably leaked that shit.
Or somebody at the hotel.
Yeah, from what I
Well, the hotel
heard,
gone.
Yeah, from what I heard, most often it was.
Well, that don't mean
it was
nobody
recovered when they raided his house. They got the tape from there,
Right.
and that's how it came out. It was at.
And it's all speculation.
He had his own.
Yeah, it was supposedly he bought the tape from the hotel back when it happened.
Right.
And he had all of it in his house. So when the feds raided his house, it was in.
Ooh, if they do call Cassie to testify,
Yeah, tactically, I mean, the most sense, because we don't know.
She would probably rather
The most sense it would make is for the feds. You ain't gonna find a juror that's gonna fuck with this on any case, even though you can't touch this case. You know what I'm saying? If he do have a criminal case that's recent enough to be charged on, once motherfuckers see that tape, I don't know how you get a jury to be like, did he do whatever the fuck he in court for?
One of them Jones like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
At that point, anything they accuse you of, you
did it. Because Stephen A. was asking, so what did happen to Kim Porter?
My grandma slipped on the banana at the stove.
Did he do it?
He did it.
Yeah, because they came up with so many like what ifs. Chris Lighty.
Yeah. They got Heavy D, Andre Harrell, Albie Shore. Almost they blame that on him too.
Yeah.
God dang.
Yeah.
The whole Uptown Records.
Basically.
Well, the story is. All these people we just named was writing books. These are the people from Uptown that came up with Puffy, and they was writing books, and they was telling shit that, He might not want to know, and all of a sudden they died.
All of them died.
All of them died.
Why would he still have a fucking tape?
That's the part I was saying.
What is it with niggas and keeping the fucking tape?
That's what I'm saying. That bitch would have been gone.
Old dog shit.
Old dog.
I'm gonna sell this.
I would have asked him on the plane, could I open a window? You know what I'm saying? I'd have chucked that shit to Rocky Mountains.
Also, with the Florida situation, the first medical examiner said she was poisoned, but then he mysteriously died, and another one was hired, and it was pneumonia.
Yeah.
Interestingly, another thing that I saw today about this shit, I ran across one of Cassie's, I guess it was her friend. And her friend was saying, people in my inbox like, why you ain't do nothing when the shit was happening, right?
You don't know what she did.
Right, that's her ultimate point is you don't know what the fuck she did. But she said something that really stuck out to me. She said, you try to fight a billionaire motherfucker with infinite resources behind the motherfucking wall, and everybody's complicit. Ain't got nobody listen to you. And after we tell somebody, the LAPD don't do nothing. And then we see another friend. This is what she said. Another friend get hung over a fucking balcony for trying to fucking help. How fucked up is the game? What's behind the fucking curtain?
Diddy Rufus, man. I read the John Shaka Khan daughter.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all read that?
Yep.
She was like, good riddance. I'm glad it happened to him.
Yep.
He said he screamed in her mom's face, cursed her out. Her brother tried to help, and Diddy boy beat his ass.
Wow.
19 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. She said,
you believe her?
Oh, hell yeah, I believe her. Hell yeah, I believe her.
After seeing that video.
And she tagged her.
That's like compared to the other shit I heard about that nigga.
As well.
Wow.
This shit gonna be a hell of a series in about 5 years.
Oh, what? I don't even get that
I was never under the impression, and I don't like to necessarily talk about that nigga and don't really know that nigga. That's why I reserve judgment until I see some real fucking solid evidence. But I was never under the impression dude was a good guy or anything, yo. And I guess, and I always ask this question to the room in these situations, right? What do you do? Ultra fucking famous, ultra powerful, ultra rich, and nobody ever tell you no, and you 24 years old. What kind of person do that make a motherfucker?
A monster.
Yeah.
If you already got it in you.
Right. And he thought he was untouchable because he had a lot of videos himself, recording himself, incriminating himself.
Yeah. And it was too many suspicious things that happened around you or people you were around way too often. And everything, like, you were always unharmed. For some reason, you were just always not there when this particular happened.
When shit go down.
Yeah, how you get to him?
Like, how are you with this person 24/7, but when this shit happened, you just so happen to be across the country?
Right. I wonder what it made me a piece of shit. You know, I can't get a bitch to tell me no. You know what I'm saying? That kind of fucking rich and famous.
Nah.
I can't get these bitches to not be in my room.
I don't even like to think about it like that.
It'll make you fucking horrible.
If I got that rich and famous, I can't.
Shit, right? Ain't no motherfucking way.
Can I ask a probably kind of fucked up question, depending on if you know where I'm going with this? How tall is Diddy?
He ain't no small dude.
I don't know.
I would say 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet, somewhere in there.
So he ain't a short dude.
Nah.
So he was just pretty and skinny, like that was his issue.
I don't know about pretty.
I don't know about pretty.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
like, yo,
I'm not talking.
Whenever you in a position,
does he sound like a nigga with Napoleon complex?
Maybe.
Whenever you in a position, people like. I mean, y'all been around music, like people want to be part of this lifestyle, right? And then if you the person that people think can change their life, and then what you know is generating money and feeding people, there's a lot of people that's gonna step up to protect that or to keep it going. So it's like, every situation where it's like women coming at you or whatever your sexual preference is, throwing themselves at you, wanting to do whatever. You got artists and different people, trying to elevate their careers, willing to do whatever you say.
Turn the blind eye to the shit. Hell,
you gotta have a strong character to be around all this stuff. And
I mean, look at the people that was around R. Kelly.
That's what I'm saying. This is part of the lifestyle.
Yeah,
and like anything with people in positions of power, like your character gotta be intact to be around there and not let it get to your head.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think
like,
that's
who's gonna say, you know what I mean? Like,
Because-
look at how many people be around that stuff, and that type of lifestyle drive people crazy. You
I
know?
agree with you. No, I think the more famous you are, the more rich you are. You might not even do it on purpose, but people around you gonna turn around being people that's gonna kiss your ass.
Yeah, man.
And they're gonna make sure you got everything you need, whatever it is you need. So it depends on who you are to determine
that's what I mean.
how you how you move it. You know what I'm saying?
And then it
Gotta
seemed
be
like he
intact.
even kind of preyed on that. Like, he took advantage of the people that he knew were desperate. So, like, granted, it made for a great reality show. But, dude, you created, 4 or 5 different groups that were all actually really good, but never went anywhere once they season on the show was over.
But that's
he
for the
stopped.
people to decide, too.
No, that's because Diddy just stopped.
Yeah.
And it's always been like that even since he started Bad Boy.
I got a question.
So I was gonna say.
Good.
So do y'all think that his mother has a role in that?
I saw that on a documentary. They said no.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know what role his mom have in it, but I know his mom know who he is.
Yeah.
I definitely, I put money on that.
Sometimes I wonder if she
You can't hide that type of behavior, bro.
I'll say this.
Unless you was taught to you.
Right.
I don't know. She just kind of give off the energy of like the dominant mother, because it seemed like Diddy, like if you see their video, like the videos he posted them interacting, it's a very weird.
They've always had
interaction.
So it just seemed like it don't seem like she under his control. It seemed like it's the other way around. Like she was a dominant.
Because it was
energy as well.
Abnormal amount of time that her and Lil Kim was dressed alike.
Yeah.
I'll say this too, man.
Just alike.
I'll say
same wigs and everything. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I'll say this to that. I try to watch this shit objectively, yo. It take a certain personality to get through that shit and get to the level that he at. Yeah. You gotta be a cut from a certain motherfucking cloth to navigate that shit. And I don't think it plays well with the money and the fame and the power and the celebrity if you that type personality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I would watch Puffin, back in the day, or walk and get cheesecake and these speakers ain't fucking right. And I said silver speakers. Nigga, what the fuck wrong with the speakers we got, nigga? And this nigga like, no, nigga, I said silver speaker.
Yeah.
But you know what?
You understand?
I think he took that and turned it into a real thing. Like, you were supposed to be playing a role. Like, you were in his reality show, but it was still.
No,
like,
maybe that's just who he was.
That happened to a lot of people, though. I mean, where I saw Method Man telling the story, and he was like, he said, if you met Diddy personally, he was a cool motherfucker. He was cool as a bitch, whatever. Yeah. But when it's showtime, he a different nigga.
Yeah.
So he say, I don't know if he living up to a persona or if that's really him or that became him.
Yeah.
Lala might be right.
Yeah, I'm talking. It could be all of it.
Yeah.
But you got to stop with the base of even having that shit.
I got a question.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I got a question. Yeah. You remember y'all heard the story that Diddy gave everybody their masters, right?
Oh yeah, he gave everybody. Yeah.
You think they had to sign an NDA when he did?
Of course.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why them niggas ain't talking.
Yeah, the money made.
Oh, okay.
But what's crazy? I just seen today that they about to ban all his music and all the artists that was on the Bad Boy. So
that's ridiculous.
So now they ain't gonna make no money.
That's ridiculous.
Why they gonna do that?
That's fucking ridiculous.
They doing. I don't know why, but that's what they doing.
But booty hole Brown don't get banned.
They didn't do that to R. Kelly, so what the fuck?
Apple Music, a lot of different.
You think that's fair?
They didn't do that to R. Kelly.
I don't think it's fair to do it to the artists.
What you think,
no? Like what he just said, yeah.
Or to Diddy,
because think about like what's going to happen to like Dave Biggie's estate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had nothing to do with it.
Whoever else was on Bad Boy, so I think that's
Craig, Mac, Black and Rob.
Yeah, it's gonna affect a lot of people. You know?
Well, I'll say this: the business of it, right? I'll say this, because I remember when Bill Cosby got in trouble. They said, "Well, we taking the Cosby off of TV," right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's corporate. Or corporations saying we stand with the victims, fair enough, right? And they took the Cosby Show off, right? But if you went and looked for any of the goddamn movies from the 70s, all of them was still there, yo.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, yo. Yeah. So they may be taking a position, which is fair, you know what I'm saying? And sorry to the other artists, but I don't think it'll be long-lived. you know, and we'll take it. And when this shit die down, it'll just one day pop up on your fucking Spotify.
R. Kelly's in rotation, nigga.
Yeah, take it down.
What, still on streaming?
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Artists like R. Kelly and Diddy, though, they made so much music and done so much for the culture. It's hard to
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
It's
what
hard
I'm
to
saying,
not
so
have
why-
that music on it.
You can't separate it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It don't make
Because
sense.
then what happens, like, do that mean, like, DJs and radio stations, they can't play
I think
mixes, or is that, I don't know.
I think DJs can still play with
How you
their
gonna survive
Without
any
hearing
party
Biggie.
without
play the
any
Benjamins.
with any
No
band?
Biggie.
Yeah, no Benjamins.
No Benjamins.
No Benjamins, no flavor in your ear, no Big Papa.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying?
No, can't you see?
Yeah.
You get none of that.
Can't you see?
No
Yeah.
faith.
One of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I think it'll be short-lived.
I mean, but like I say, they
will
taking
be
it off the
short-lived,
streaming.
but
They
they didn't keep
taking it off the
Cosby-
streaming sites.
Okay, that's
But
didn't
you
keep
can
Cosby
still
show.
play it.
Yeah, you can play it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They didn't keep Cosby Show off of
yeah, Cop Show on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, that bitch playing.
Okay, so realistically, if you're not getting it from a streaming site nowadays, where you getting it from?
You can get it. Motherfuckers can get that
People
shit.
just bootleg and re-upload
Yeah,
it.
you can get that
A lot of
shit.
people already got the music, especially
Yeah, that shit
DJs.
ain't nothing.
Like, they got that shit already.
The records they care about.
I got all that shit
So they
already.
already did that?
No,
No,
They said it's about to happen. Yeah, it's about to happen.
Damn, I'm out of the loop.
That's fucked up though.
But all this shit happening on a real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Thomas ain't gonna do with that shit, nigga.
Yeah,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
all got it tougher.
Right.
Yeah, damn.
No car, right? No summer, right?
Summer Rain.
What?
If he's on tour, can he sing the song?
I know. He wish he never met Puff.
If Carl Thomas on tour though,
Music is gone. Man.
if he's on tour, can he sing the song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do
They
whatever
can
the
say
fuck you
that
wanna
music.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they
sing
can say
before.
they not streaming it, but
Oh, yeah, he
the
get his
artists
money.
still can make
Yeah.
money if they, you know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. What happens to the artists? Like,
Yeah.
if they got their masters, do they gotta you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess a check stop
Re-upload it
for
or
a second.
Yeah.
Unless they do a Ashanti, make that album over again.
That was.
Well, I don't think it'll go.
Them remastered things don't always come out right.
Nah,
Yeah.
it don't sound like the original.
Words change.
But I mean, it's still a shot at getting your bread, though.
I mean, I get it, but
If I had to guess, I would think that they'll get a.
Crazy, yeah.
I would think that at some point they'll get enough pushback from artists that's connected that it got access to the avenues and channels to talk to people. They'll get enough pushback and enough time will go by. It'll be back on that shit. There ain't no doubt about that
I don't think
shit.
it's gonna last long.
No. It depends on how long, because we don't. It's so.
if it happen at all.
So, if the feds leak that shit, right? We know why they did it. If they did it,
Yeah.
you fucked up the goddamn jury market for Puffy. I don't give a fuck what motherfucking lawyer you get, nigga.
Yeah,
You can't talk your way out of that video, nigga.
Hell no.
Right?
You did John Carter out the grave, nigga.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna help you ass.
Yeah, we gotta do
fucked
that before we almost forgot about that too. But on the real side, if they did do it, did that mean you probably got a fucking criminal case on this nigga?
Oh yeah, they building a big criminal case on this nigga.
I don't know
what
how
we
you gonna...
seen with Cassie, I don't think that was shit.
yeah.
As fucked up as it sound, even that was bad. But I think that was light compared to the other shit they got. Yeah.
Because you know we talked about the sex trafficking, right? And a lot of people don't know what sex trafficking. Lala know.
Right.
Yeah.
Lala hit that motherfucker on the head. Sex trafficking entails lots of fucking things. It ain't just. I mean,
Hit on the head.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
that ain't no power. I hope she do hit it on the head.
Like, she don't like
God damn it.
Oh, hit on
Now,
the
I
head.
have a lot of jobs. It's not one of them.
Yeah. But
Man,
anyway.
it seems like he's real knowledgeable.
Lala definitely know what it is.
Yeah, she hit me on the head. Go ahead.
But the sex trafficking thing, like if motherfucker don't go look these things up, we just tend to think it's some Latino women in a fucking car in Arizona and goddamn, you know what I mean? And that's what your mind says. You know what I mean? What movies tell you to believe it is?
Right.
But when Kim Porter said that he coerced me into having sex with other men and I didn't want to do it, that fall under sex trafficking too, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you loved me.
And drugging women, making them have sex. That's sex trafficking.
Any woman that could say he held an opportunity behind having sex with him or dude, you know what I'm saying? That fall under sex trafficking too.
Sean Diddy ain't the only monster in the Hollywood.
Man, that really should have been the big question tonight. Man, how fucked up is the industry?
Yeah.
They said
Y'all remember,
Jay-Z next.
Remember R. Kelly said, I ain't the only one.
I ain't the only one.
He said that shit.
Yeah.
He ain't say who. He said, I ain't the only one.
They ain't the only one.
Man, that shit hedonism, man.
Niggas, they all have a
But
meeting right now. As long as that nigga keep my name out his mouth.
This is my whole thing. Like, bro, I've been around music since I've been a kid. This unfortunately, this is not even just music. This takes place at the McDonald's.
Yeah, the EAU.
You feel me?
At the Boy Scouts. At the Girl Scouts.
People, basketball coaches knocking down the kids' moms. Complaining time. You feel me? This is like that's the culture, bro. Like that's why I be like, man, I'm surprised that people are so shocked. Like, you don't know every job in America is bosses sleeping. Like, this is what goes on. Anytime there's people in positions of power or somebody got something that somebody else needs, this happens.
Exactly.
Unless you just be ignoring it in every facet of life. I've seen this in everything. It's just, I think sometimes people look at famous people and expect some other code of ethics, and like they're morally don't do the same things as people. But it's like, bro, every job I've worked at, from a Walmart, I mean, just not even job. This is just society. But in things like music or things where people think like there's a heightened sense of they can be famous or get money. Yeah, it might be worse or more common. But anytime people got something that somebody wants, you know, sex unfortunately is like a bargaining chip. And I'm not saying it's right.
No, I think it's natural, to be honest.
Shocked at all this. Like,
right.
And it's not like these rumors haven't been going on for years. People have been saying this about Puppy for years.
Shit, they were saying that shit back in Richard Pryor days.
Exactly. Like,
and this shit always.
I think one of the things that's happening too, though, is especially the past few years, people are really starting to realize that celebrities are humans too. Like, they regular people going through shit too. Like, I remember when that shit happened with Keke Palmer, like, she ended up putting something. She was like, everybody think like this shit is for publicity or numbers or whatever else, and my life is fucking falling apart. Y'all think I'm doing this for a fucking show?
The only thing though, thing with that though, Lala, is, and I agree with you. I like to say that, but even when you see it and you're on the ground with us, you still can't really connect yourself to that shit, you know. So I see it. I see Keke going through shit, and I know shit happens to her. Right, she told me, but she's still Keke. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. He's still Jay. She's still B. And back to Noah's point, one thing I did want to goddamn touch on was that shit make a victim of lots of women, yo. And I ain't saying it don't happen to dudes, but women though, yo. Just the nature of the dance of men and women, the dynamic, and it's natural. Right. Women like power, women like comfort, women like security, women like competent men, and it put them in a lot of compromising situations. Not to mention, you can't whoop Diddy ass.
Yeah. And sadly, in a lot of cases too, and it's one of the things that's horrible, is women are also quicker or more easily intimidated in situations like that. Like, people will control them faster because me being scared for my life is going to be different from Foom being scared for his.
Yeah, the smaller vessel.
So me, I'm gonna try to, you know, cooperate to try to keep myself from getting hurt. Foom is gonna be like, fuck it, if you take me out, you take me out.
Fuck it, I got a fast shot. Yeah, that's how I do look at it. I got a shot at least. And that's the thing too, and we'll move to the apology before we get out of here. But the last time we talked about this, I was saying, girl, you got to fucking leave, right? Yeah. You gotta go. You gotta give up the Laker tickets. You gotta give up the fucking private jet, the front row at the Grammys. You got to get that shit up and go take care of you. And then we get a video of her trying to leave. Yeah. And some people would say, aha, see what he did when she tried to leave? Right. Yep. That's one thing. But that don't mean don't try tomorrow. You got to goddamn go, yo. You gotta go, yo.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time,
you gotta understand the consequences.
Yeah, and
I understand. You still gotta go, boo.
But okay,
you
but
still
you also
gotta
gotta
go.
realize, and that was one thing her friend said, infinite resources. That means who is this nigga threatening?
Mm-hmm.
So right now he's just beating my ass in the hallway, but who's to say he ain't put somebody else at my mama's house?
Exactly.
Yeah. You still gotta go.
I wish you would leave me.
You still gotta go. You still gotta go.
Like you're not gonna go.
They the first time trying
when a
to
nigga
leave
can kill your mom.
You gotta try every time you can.
Right.
I'm just for the women.
Yeah, I got you.
You gotta try to go.
So you gotta bide your time because
every time you can.
Yeah. So sometimes the next time you can ain't gonna be tomorrow.
I don't give a fuck. Walk off on that nigga. Tell that nigga you going to the bathroom at the Grammys and stop security guard. Whatever.
He gonna have somebody
How the fuck you gotta try to do?
Yeah. You gonna have somebody follow
Yeah, that shit ain't that simple.
Yeah. Who said it was gonna be simple or easy? I'm just saying you gotta go.
It was 2 clips that somebody posted of them meeting. I don't know if y'all know Andre Talley. He was the fashion icon dude. Like he was in fashion.
Yeah.
One of the designers. He's a black guy, and he was a gay black guy at that. So when the first time that they met, Cassie was like talking to him and everything. Like he was excited to meet her or whatever. And Diddy was like standing off to the side. You could see he was like a little pissed off or whatever. But then he walks over and like grabs her by her waist. Like you can see where he's trying to like control her or whatever. And then in the next clip, she's standing back, like waiting for his signal to come forward. Her head down. She not looking around. Like she not acknowledging nobody. Like it was like she was in full control.
Submission mode.
Yep. Submission mode. Yep.
You gotta go, boo. But anyway, all right. And the last goddamn subject for the evening, the apology.
The bullshit apology.
Yeah, we can talk this up real
I don't know.
quick.
We can call it an apology.
What you call it, Brent?
Great ain't bullshit.
Yeah.
I just think he shouldn't have did that.
I don't think you should either. I don't know who his PR is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean,
what made him
he
do it.
even have
But
it?
He been making videos saying how innocent he was, or making little subliminal posts about how innocent he is the whole time. So
Let's do this, Brent, because I didn't see no site that didn't do this in conjunction with this apology. Enough is enough. For the last couple weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs.
Yeah, did it fight to the end, goddamn. You had to catch me.
Check that. Sean Diddy Combs.
on camera.
I did not have sex with with that woman.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look. I ain't mad at it, dog.
What?
He's stupid for doing it, but I ain't mad at it.
What for him doing the apology?
Bill Clinton.
No, with the John P just read before the apology. Yeah, fight to the end.
Yeah.
Stand on your lie to the end, bro.
Stand on your lie. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
And then apologize.
That's what a liar do, right?
That's a liar do.
I tell you what you're supposed to do. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. If I knew it was evidence out there on me, I wouldn't say a goddamn. Oh, that was just friend. Please don't let me. God damn, man.
No, for real. Like I'm not saying nothing.
Damn.
With the lies.
I paid the bitch and thought I was sorry. Please don't let this shit come out, man.
I hate this.
And that's the crazy part, because you paid her and she ain't the one to put it out.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you even make that statement and you know it's shit out there?
Yeah.
You kept the tape yourself.
Yeah, I would.
And then, and then this was before or after the raid either.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And we in such
yeah.
a digital age, how many copies were made? So even if you did so-called destroy it, ain't no telling how many backups,
Man, how many motherfuckers got that goddamn copy?
Yeah, I wouldn't have said a mother.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said a goddamn. You done heard shit from me.
And soon as
it could have been somebody from the hotel. Once they were like, oh, they raided Diddy house, they were like, oh, well, I got this copy.
At this point, the only person you'd have heard from was my lawyer.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd have never heard me say a goddamn thing. He probably never seen my face.
And he didn't even apologize to Cassie.
No.
Nah.
You could apologize.
I mean, apparently he can't say her name as well.
Yeah, you know the NDA, he can't say her name either.
He could have still apologized to her.
Yeah, he could have said, anybody I ever beat up in a hallway at the penthouse suite at a hotel in LA, I am really, really sorry.
And anywhere else.
Anywhere else. Right.
Anywhere else.
and then I can be prosecuted, assumed guilty, charged, or goddamn
Lord help
judge.
me out in the dock, please.
At this point, just apologize to everybody you ever met.
Man,
Yeah, did it. But you know, he's such an attention whore, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's going. I hate. I ain't putting this on a nigga, but I can see Diddy killing himself, bro.
Yeah, I think that's next.
I can see that shit happening.
About the Epstein and stuff.
I don't want it to happen, but he seemed like that type of guy.
Would it be real?
Before he go to jail?
Would it be real or would he be faking it?
Nah, it should be real.
He said, "Oh, that was a smart ass question."
Yeah.
Smart ass.
No, what though? What if he?
I mean,
fake
he
his
could
death?
fake it.
No, we keep him fake it.
He could.
Well,
I mean,
He got the means.
Yeah.
ain't no motherfucker.
We thought Elvis Tupac was still alive too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FBI know where that nigga is.
Yeah.
Man, it ain't no doubt about that shit. And that nigga ain't getting on a plane to nowhere and they don't know where the fuck that nigga at.
Now I'm just saying I can see him doing it though.
I think that's
just because of his, he's psychotic and he attention whore. And if Diddy, a nigga like Diddy think he gotta spend the rest of his life in prison, and the world hate him because all he seek for is love and attention. That nigga kill his fucking self, bro. I can see that shit happening.
You probably will.
Yeah, I hope he don't.
I hope he don't.
Go do your time, nigga.
I
You
think
earned
good
it.
or bad, he liked the attention.
He do. But nah, he don't like that bad attention.
He don't like this bad attention.
He don't like that bad attention.
If other stuff come out,
he definitely don't like
that's
that bad
worse
attention.
than that. Yeah, he might.
He don't like that bad attention.
He might.
Cause he always try to keep that, he always try to keep that.
Yeah, because you're a narcissist.
That
you gotta keep that image up.
good guy
Right.
image. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he loved now.
Yeah, he love.
And he gonna find a way to turn it into something.
Like Charlamagne made a good point. He was like, he seemed like Diddy running from himself.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he always change his name.
Yeah, he catch up though.
Yeah, he do. He
changed his name a million times.
All right. So on that fucking note. No.
Charged Up Festival.
You want to give us the rundown for the festival?
Charged Up Fest, May 30th to June 2nd. Kicks off next Thursday. And yeah, it's going through the weekend. We got the big community block party. You want to come to an event that's free. That's going to be a big event. We're shutting down the streets. For the first time, we're shutting down Marshall Street, Adams, and Brook Road, all 3 blocks.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a big community block party. We're having the stage out there, music, vendors, food trucks, people from the city. We're also giving away 2 grants to like small business entrepreneurs. We're going to give away like over $1,000 in grants.
That's the
like,
That's what's up.
And then June 2nd, the grand finale. Make sure y'all there.
And there's some competitions going on too, right?
The Producers Cup, we got Producers event. We also got the kickoff concert. That's where it's gonna be a lot of dope artists. We got like over 20 media platforms will be in the building, as well as Dream Chasers and Atlantic Records. So yeah, man, log on, chargetobnt.com. Oh yeah, we got contests. We're giving away. We got 2 contests right now. If you buy a ticket for the grand finale concert at the Charged Up store, you could win a Charged Up chain with a pennant, and then we're doing another contest. If you see the billboards and post it, you'll get passes to all the events as well as like a merch.
Did Jada Jewel do that?
Nah, this was made by 804 Jewelry in South Park. They do a lot of people.
I've been there before, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They made this joint, and then a jeweler in Miami made the chain.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Those guys that Charged Up ENT signed me to a lifetime 360 deal. I ain't gonna tell what I had to do for my deal.
Well, on that fucking note, yeah.
Hey.
We out.